Hello and welcome everyone to Let's Play Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Zoglis115 speaking. Why are we back in the main menu? Well, I just want to quickly show you something. It is our very first story Quidditch victory that Quidditch League unlocks. Now, there is one other match later on in the story that I plan to beat before attempting the Quidditch League and winning the Quidditch Cup, because then narratively it wouldn't really make sense. But I think I found the perfect spot to really go for the Quidditch League in the story. So just bear with me, we're gonna explore it in due time. Now, in other news, we are halfway across our December episodes. We're getting ever closer to Christmas. But for now, let me load our save file over here and see what Hermione has to say about Harry pretty much topping the British record of catching the golden snitch. Our second visit of Hogwarts' main entrance, that is under this name. If we do count the second floor landing, then it's the third one. Attend Defense Against the Dark Arts class with Professor Quirrell, located on the third floor landing. Find 42 beans, 1 save game book, 1 secret wizard card, 4 secret areas, earn 50 house points, and encounter 5 enemies.
Congratulations again for winning the Quidditch match against Slytherin. You are fantastic.
That's an understatement.
Something is troubling me, Harry. Ron and I heard strange noises outside the Forbidden Corridor. Come up to the third floor and have a look.
You know, it's difficult to have a good time with your friends when they tend to invite you, then run away from you and disappear behind a corner. Alas, we're gonna have to find Hermione a bit later on, and we'll be finding Ron first. Anyway, let me welcome you to what is essentially my absolute favorite episode of this game, because nowhere else in the game do we get such a sense of free-form exploration and discovery of Hogwarts as right here and right now. It's actually very short and small, but it feels like Hogwarts is opening up to us, to, you know, inviting us to explore it fully now that we actually know a few spells like Flipendo and Alohomora. It is great stuff. Saying that, there's also going to be a lot of world building, because we're going to bump into a lot of NPCs just hanging around. Now I'm going to do my absolute best to show you all the unique dialogue lines you can encounter in this level without them repeating too much. Some repetition is unavoidable, right? So, saying that, let's talk to the seemingly lost Gryffindor boy over here.
Just read in the Daily Prophet that Gringotts, the wizard bank, has been broken into. I wonder who'd do that. The goblins at Gringotts have claimed that nothing was stolen. I wonder what the thieves were looking for.
Okay, this is a part that really impressed me when I was little, even in the movie. These kids were reading newspaper. I mean, I'd be reading newspaper as well if the pictures would be moving. Nah, I wouldn't be reading it, I'd just be looking at the pictures, trying to figure out what's going on. But I was so impressed that these 10 and 11-year-olds are reading a newspaper. It was always such an adult thing to do. Anyway, did you guys read newspaper when you were that little? I mean, I'm willing to bet no, but let me know in the comments, please.
You really do have a lightning bolt scar on your forehead.
Ooh, seems like we have a fan.
Hello, Harry.
And a Slytherin boy who's not a complete dick to us.
Lovely day, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess, but I like to flipendo these armors. Unfortunately, we cannot, right? They're still unflipendoable, as are the ones over here. I know, very, very, very unfortunate. Now, before we go that way, I think I want to go left first, because we're gonna see 2 hilarious-looking Slytherin twins. Okay, there. A short copy and a tall copy. I know they were running out of assets, but I just find this hilarious.
Please stop that.
There's that Slytherin behavior.
Do I know you?
Please stop that.
Yeah, twins for a reason. Now we can't even flipendo the witch statue, nor that peasant statue, or striking heroic pose on the other side. It's really odd, to be honest. Oh, let's talk to you.
The third floor is up these stairs. At least it was yesterday.
Yeah, he means those stairs. Oh, that's second floor, but on the way to the third.
Those statues are really interesting, don't you think?
Actually, no, not anymore, they're not.
He scares me.
Yeah, he absolutely would terrify me as well. I get that. I'm not gonna bump into the Ravenclaw because she talks just repeated lines in nonsensical order, not even in an entertaining way. And yeah, again, this statue that we cannot flipendo, right? So this whole area loops in on itself. We can bump into a couple of NPCs, but there's nothing else here. No secrets. It is the second floor landing, as it was called previously, where things get interesting. This crossroad has finally opened up and no more peeves to scare us. Let me explain a couple of things. We are gonna get to Fred and George, but first there are a couple of wandering students I want to talk to.
You're a Gryffindor, aren't you? Well, better than Slytherin, I suppose.
You bet that's better than Slytherin.
We won 10 points for Hufflepuff today. We intend to give you Gryffindors a sound thrashing.
Yeah, I think enough is said about that.
I wish I could be a seeker.
I wish you could earn more points.
You really do have a lightning bolt scar on your forehead.
I know, it tends to hurt from time to
Chocolate
time.
frogs are really good when you're low on stamina.
Oh, don't remind me.
That Hermione Granger thinks she knows everything.
True, but in Hermione's defense, she kinda does know everything.
Please stop that.
This guy really is the only one who makes sense.
You can't just go around bumping into people. It's rude.
This is the developers breaking the fourth wall. I like it. So first of all, 2 vases to break. This one's turned the wrong way. I think this is a mistake by the devs. You can still pick up the bean via jumping there, so no worries. Let's talk to the confused Gryffindor girl.
Lovely day, don't you think?
Yeah, we heard this line before.
Ron is looking for you. He's on the 3rd floor.
That's kind of an indication where we should go, still 1 floor higher.
I won 20 points for Ravenclaw today. We intend to give you Gryffindor the sound thrashing.
I mean, the only good thing I can say about you guys is that you're better than Hufflepuff, my house, and that's not saying much. Nah, to be honest, Hufflepuff is badass, they just don't have the tendency to shout it to the rest of the world, which I really like.
Professor Snape gives me the creep.
She's not the only one who's gonna say this.
Snape's always awarding points to Slytherin. It's not fair.
Nor this. And yeah, I hear you, sister. So, does this look familiar? There used to be a mirror here, but you know, ever-changing Hogwarts castle and all that. We finished our Wingardium Leviosa Flitwick's lesson over there. And Hedwig dropped a particularly annoying letter from Hermione. This time, we don't have a mirror, but we have a Slytherin girl, I guess.
You really do have a lightning bolt scar on your forehead.
Seriously refreshing that Slytherins who don't automatically hate us.
Are you? You are! You're Harry Potter!
I mean, should I sign your sweater, or... That's kind of the vibe I'm getting there. They actually did an outstanding job in the Chamber of Secrets of making sure every Slytherin you bump into either hates you or praises the air of Slytherin, which, to be fair, makes them into a bit of a cartoon villains, but I like the effort put into that. This vase is empty, which is a disappointment. What's going on here?
Don't mind Marilyn. She's a bit off. Hi, my name is Marilyn. I have a lovely collection of beetle pincers.
So what? She has a collection. She also has a, I think, younger brother author in Chamber of Secrets who has the same collection and claims it's better than his sister's. I think that guy is a bit off.
Lovely day, don't you think?
I'm sure that was supposed to be Marilyn's voice.
Hello, Harry. I wonder if there's a spell to make me even more beautiful.
Good news. Shouldn't be too difficult. Let's get out of here. So, I'm just being a real bully today, aren't I? I'm sorry, it's just so much fun to wander this castle. I'm having a great time. Now, I kind of just need to remember in which order I wanted to talk to these guys. I think I want to start with you, Raven Boy.
I don't like that Snape. He gives me the creeps.
And now you, Huffle Girl.
There are secrets everywhere in Hogwarts.
I'm sorry, that's literally what I have written in my notes.
Snape's always awarding points to Slytherin. It's not fair.
I cast Flipendo on a dragon statue in the gardens today and found a secret courtyard.
A bit late for this advice to be useful, but I like the acknowledgement that someone else found the same secrets we did. That makes the world feel believable. I like that.
Excuse me?
Excuse you, I'm gonna talk to this guy who looks just like this guy. Okay.
I heard a strange growling by the Forbidden Corridor the other day.
Ah, excellent foreshadowing. I like that. Okay. And might be getting a bit lost, but don't worry, it all loops in on itself. First of all, there is a study with tons of potion ingredients over here.
Do I know you?
Nope.
Gryffindor, huh? Better make way for a Slytherin.
Just you wait until the end of the year. Just you wait.
Watch out for the venomous tentaculus in the greenhouse. I hear they're dangerous.
Yeah, we got bitten by one, but we're pretending that didn't happen.
Sorry, but I don't talk to first years.
Oh, no. You get this wrong. Sorry, but I don't talk to second years. That's what's happening here. Now, there should be a student dropping a hint about a secret.
You're quite tenacious, aren't you?
Oh, you don't know the half of it.
We're trying to study in here. Do try to be quiet.
Huh.
I've heard there's a secret room around here.
Yeah, okay. For some reason, I just wanted to bump into this guy first before we do this. It's the only potion shelf of its kind with Alahomora in this game. The reward is rather underwhelming, 2 beans. Bear wake way for Slytherin. Well, how many secrets did you find? Huh? How many? Tell me. Anywho. Oh, the rivalry is real.
I just ate a jelly bean that tasted like bogies. Ugh.
Oh, my condolences.
That's a wicked scar.
Thank you. I'm glad someone acknowledges it. I mean, why Harry isn't the Gigachat of Hogwarts, I never understood. He faced off... Okay, we're down to first year. Okay, fair enough.
Are you? You're Harry Potter.
That's what they tell me.
You're a Gryffindor, aren't you? Well, better than Slytherin, I suppose.
Say it within the earshot of that girl. I double dare you.
Please stop that.
No.
I love potions, class. It's so exciting.
See, if I stopped, I would never find out that you're the one person in Hogwarts who loves potions, class. Anyway, behind this shelf is a Flipendo switch, which leads to the second secret, which is awesome. Now, very important thing. Make sure to pick up the beans from this chest before you hit the Flipendo switch, because for some unknown reason, if the beans are still here and you hit this Flipendo switch, the elevator will refuse to go up and can get stuck permanently and you'll need to reload, okay? So just be very careful that you wrap up your chest business before you start your elevator business, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Okay then, so let's get out of this study full of very serious and depressed people and open the chest around here. 2 beans by the look of it, yep. These poor chests usually have only 2 beans in them. Ooh, a vase. Ah, I love being a hooligan in this game, it's just so much fun. Okay, now, I remember there was a particular order in which I wanted to talk to these people, but I haven't a clue what that was. You know what? I'm gonna start with our Gryffindor boy, because he's a
I found a
classmate.
secret area behind a bookcase today.
Ha, so did I. I guess you were there first. God damn it.
I've heard there's a secret room around here.
You have heard correctly, but more about that. Let's talk to the Hufflepuff girl.
Peeves scares me.
Yep, we agree on that.
My favourite Bertie Box bean is mustard flavour.
Great.
Have you met Nearly Headless Nick? He's quite friendly for a ghost.
Yeah, Nick is actually awesome in this game.
Watch out for Peeves. He's a frightful nuisance.
And from the sound of it, both Peeves and Nick are in Hogwarts Legacy. I can't wait to compare them.
I cast Flipendo on a night, and it gave me a Bertie Box bean.
Okay, but did you cast Alahomora on the night? That's why you haven't found this secret. Okay, I was absolutely just waiting for her to say that line. You know me. Okay, I'm having way too much fun bullying virtual kids. Let's go in and... Oh no! The Gauntlet of Terror. Let's shred them to pieces. Ah, revenge is sweet. This was the most terrifying room for me in the entire game. With the old control scheme running at you from around corners, this was so incredibly tough to pull off without getting hit. But alas, with a new control scheme, it's a breeze if you put your heart into it. And again, an ornate chest, you know that means 8 beans. Ah, look at this battlefield, look at all these corpses, and by corpses I mean these little guys just tilting their heads, but I'm sure in Harry's pre-puberty head that looks like a battlefield. Well, let's see if someone else has anything to say about gnomes.
Those gnomes are pesky little things, aren't they?
Yeah, permanently stealing away beans, there's no coming back from that, really.
I hear Fred and George Weasley trade wizard's cards for beans.
Ah, that's true. That reminds me, we need to go and see them.
I need a Derwent shipping wizard card to complete my set.
Did you say Derwent Shimpling? No, never seen it. We do not have such card. If we will, I would definitely tell you. Goodbye. So, this, my friends, is where Fred and George entered when we were still at the crossroads area. See how it loops in on itself? Before that, let's open this chest, just in case we don't have 25 beans, right? Yeah. I mean, at this point, Fred and George can pick the specific colors for whatever they're trying to pull off. And I am now going to fulfill my fantasy, the one and only door that opens at my command. Open! Ah, you can close now. Isn't this just so empowering? And I love how it's the only door in the Hogwarts where this happens for us, yet it happens for every other NPC. We didn't even need to use parcel tanks, surprisingly enough. Even though we totally have it since birth. Anywho, yeah, this portrait, behind it is the third and final secret, but it's not as simple as Alahomoring. We need to flip the switch. Flip open, and then flip off. Okay, let's see if the reward was worth it. Average. Better than 2 bean secrets, to be honest. Now, where on earth are Fred and George? Well, what you need to do is approach the fireplace, but you need it from this specific angle, because this is where the devs expected you to walk. I know, these triggers are not very well pulled off. This is the coolest entrance so far, I think.
Hey Harry, have you collected 25 beans?
Well, there was that garden elevator, I guess, which was pretty neat. Anyway, George will just repeat talk to Fred, so let's do that.
Thanks, Harry. We really needed these. They're for a little joke we're playing on Slytherin. Here's a wizard card for you. You've earned it. Come on, George. We've got work to do.
Guys, wait for me, please. I wanna see what you're staring at. What's so interesting about that wall? Never mind. Let's get our card. Oh, looky, that's Bertie Bott. I believe he's a golden card in the Chamber of Secrets. I mean, to be fair, they're all golden cards in Philosopher's Stone. But let's see, Bertie Bott. No Stephen Fry's voiceover for this one. 1935 to present, inventor of Bertie Bott's Every Flavor Beans. Now, I don't know when he exactly invented them. On the picture he looks rather old already. Could be a present day picture. But I don't know, I'm just gonna assume 60s, 70s, 80s, something like that. So they're a relatively new invention, and perhaps that's why the whole school is crazy about them during Harry Potter's generation, and that's why Hogwarts is full to the brim. Heck, the beans are there even in the Goblet of Fire video game, which is based on the movies. But in the first 3, they're pretty much Hogwarts money, which I think is an incredibly cool idea. Yeah, and it's kind of cool because whether you're a rich kid or a poor kid, you all kind of have the same chance of getting the beans, so it's neat. I can't imagine Hogwarts without it, and I'm curious myself if there'll be any trace of Bertie Bott's beans in Hogwarts Legacy. I mean, there shouldn't, so I'm curious what else will be there. And it's interesting when playing the Lego Harry Potter game how the stats, the Lego stats, replace the beans as collectibles. Anyway, but they pretty much have the same form. No, the same function, but a different form. Okay, so I think it's about time we talk to... Well, let's talk to this girl, still.
Ron is looking for you.
Yeah.
He's on the 3rd floor.
I just wanted to trigger that as a reminder. And behind the save game book...
The 3rd floor is up these stairs. At least it was yesterday.
That's what the wandering Slytherin boy told us back at the Hogwarts main entrance. Well, we are gonna trigger a particularly interesting cutscene. And they say Ron is waiting for us, but he's actually nowhere to be found on the 3rd floor. Yet.
Wow! Did you see that? Professor Snape just came out of the Forbidden Corridor. He's limping quite badly. Come on, Harry. Let's take a look before Filch comes back.
Of course I saw it. I was here before you.
Hear that growling? Oh, I think there's something awful down the corridor.
Oh, that is terrifying.
Better tell me on the run. We'll be late for our Defense Against Dark Arts lesson.
Hermione, you literally told me to go here, and yet you're nowhere to be found when I get here, and then you come and scoop us back afterwards. By the way, interesting thing, it doesn't feel like you should be able to, but you can absolutely return back to the 2nd floor landing and explore the rest of the Hogwarts, in case you feel like you missed anything. Now, if this wall over here looked familiar where Snape disappeared off to, I mean, it's the first time we've seen Professor Snape, we're just kind of gonna assume that that was him. if you haven't played the game yet. This is where the secret lesson from Fred and George took place, so it seems Snape knows about the passage as well, which I find really cool. Yeah, there's no getting here yet. There was Filch before cleaning the floor. I think Filch is really good at his job. It's why Hogwarts is so clean and shiny with the DirectX 11 renderer. But anyway, we're gonna get here, well, we're gonna get one and last chance to go here later on in the story. For now, let's enter the DADA classroom and learn the final spell of the game, and let's hope I'll pull off a couple of 100%. Wish me luck, for I will need it.
Today, we'll learn to illuminate dark magic with the Lumos spell. Watch my wand. Then hold down the mouse button and repeat the...
I'm distracted by the baby sounds I hear in the distance in the classroom, but there's literally baby sounds in there. What on earth is going on? Okay, despite the baby sounds, let's make 100%. Come on, Lumos is easy. Yeah, I think it's one of the easiest ones, if not the easiest. There we go, 100%.
Remarkable, Mr. Potter. A perfect spell.
Yes, but can we make it 4 times in a row? That would be really cool, but I'm gonna forgive myself if that's not gonna be the case.
This time, Mr. Potter.
Well, alright then. I think it could be another 100. Let's see. Nice. Imagine the 4th one being under 95.
Remarkable,
yeah.
Mr. Potter. A perfect spell.
10 points for Gryffindor.
Try again, Mr. Potter.
We used to imitate Quirrell with my brother when we were kids. We weren't trying to like make fun of people who stutter. It was just something about Quirrell knowing that he's not what it seems that we love to make fun of. Because he doesn't stutter, he pretends to stutter, which I find just absolutely fascinating. So much we don't know about Quirrell.
Remarkable, Mr. Potter. A perfect spell.
I'm sorry, I again heard a baby sound in the distance. This is... I don't even care what you say anymore. Why are there baby sounds in this classroom?
Potter.
Now I could have messed up, but let's see this to a valiant end. The final baby sound just put the nail in the coffin. Can we make it 4 times 100? Yes! On the record, on the footage, it is possible.
Remarkable.
Wow! And the final spell as well. Oh, this is incredible. Okay, okay.
20 points for Gryffindor.
That's right. Now, we are gonna reach our peak when we complete the next Lumos challenge. But we are at 330. Slytherin is at 346. Yeah, what was that the Hufflepuff boy was saying about giving Gryffindor sound thrashing? Long way to go, buddy. Anyway, this is great. So we're gonna get 20 more points tomorrow when we'll complete Lumos challenge. But for today, this is all. I wanted to leave us with 361 beans, 16 out of 25 cards, 330 points, and I mean nailing every single Lumos pattern to 100%. I'm very happy with how my most favorite part or episode of the first game turned out. Thank you guys so much for being with me. We're, over halfway through to Christmas, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow when we'll be tackling the Lumos challenge with Professor Quirrell. Baby sound, I heard it.